Virgin Entertainment Group is one of the premier entertainment specialists around the world. We're doing a number of interesting things right now. The biggest project we've just undertaken is the deployment of our new digital listening stations in our Times Square and Hollywood locations, and also our voice over IP implementation. The main business challenge that we were facing this year was to improve the customer experience. Essentially in our Times Square store there's 150 computers facing our customer. And the ability to exploit that to help the customer experience and help the store is pretty high. The kiosk helps substantially, the digital listening stations help substantially because they allow the customer to go up and sample anything they want on their own. And we've now upgraded to a digital listening station concept. So the customer can walk up to any station in the store and go ahead and hear almost any product that's in the store. But it required a fair amount of technology behind the scenes, and that's where we brought in the Cisco ACNS solution.
I've worked with Cisco for a number of years, and I immediately gave them a call and said there's an opportunity to look at the data network. Immediately they came in and started designing. They proposed the MPLS network and helped design. They brought engineers in to help us out, which is really nice to supplement a small team that we have here.
Cisco helped us to implement the solution by having the technology that we needed behind the scenes. And the way it works in a store is essentially it's like a gigantic cache in each of our stores, and it allows a customer to go up to our listening station, scan product, and then it initiates a request to our home office. But the ACNS solution picks up on that traffic and says, wait a minute, if I already have that in the store, then I'll go ahead and send it right on back to the customer. The advantage of that is that most of our traffic now is located within this store, and there's very little traffic going over a wide area network. When we implemented our digital listening stations, one of our concerns is how we were going to increase bandwidth and what our needs were going to be from a network standpoint. We ultimately made a decision, and when we looked at the big picture of all of the IT costs and all the telecommunications costs, to go with a converged network. So we've been using Cisco equipment to actually combine our voice and data traffic. So at the same time we've done our digital listening stations and brought in routers that have the ACNS solution, we're actually implementing voice over IP as well.
Enter your password.
The phones we used before would just go out over the public telephone network, whereas within the new voice over IP, tying it over the data network, we're having an ability to save costs, store-to-store calls or store-to-home office calls.
One of the things that our employees have liked about the phones is that they're more informational, but they have more features in the phones, more speed downing capabilities, and they're almost more like cell phones in that they have call logs and features like that they didn't have before. The other thing is we're using the Unity voicemail messaging behind the scenes too. So they have expanded voicemail times and just better handling of voicemail.
The ease of use is there, the calls are great, the quality is great, everybody loves the phones. And it's just the beginning. We have to go to soft phones, and for our mobile users, they're going to be able to tie right back into the phone system. We plan on doing some other things as far as live events in the stores. The one big one would be IPTV and giving us our live events to broadcast out. It would be a great marketing tool, and this is the platform that's going to let us grow.
We can implement this in a very scalable fashion. We've only gone in with a certain amount of hard drive space dedicated to that cache now. And if the system demands grow, we can just add on the space to that. And for us to be able to do that cost effectively and to do it with good performance, we had to find the technology that would help us. Our relationship with Cisco has been fantastic. They've worked with us through the entire sales cycle and partnered very well. It's been a fantastic experience.